Avengers. John Steed and Emma Peel, The Avengers.
Nothing. Nothing at all. He's gone away. No! No! Ah!
Steed? Oh. Oh, yes, Mother. No, she's here. Yes, I see. Yes, very well. Can you give me that address again? Yes, I've got that. Right. Yes, we'll report. Bye.
Mother?
Yes. Work. Shall we go?
Check on Mother's files. Should I recap?
Please do.
First victim, Walter Carlson, found dead in his apartment on the 5th, fractured skull. Number 2, Andrew Denham in his penthouse on the 6th, fractured skull. And last night, Samuel Hammond...
Don't tell me. Fractured skull?
Broken neck.
Oh, sorry.
Well, here's the list of their holdings. Carlson was chairman of commercial imports, Denham head of auto engineering, and Hammond on the board of electrical industries.
All the way up in the top bracket.
Where the vultures gather.
Meaning?
Well, it's difficult to reach the top without making enemies. Could it be revenge? Some hired assassin?
No. No, professional killers don't use a battering ram to get to their victims. Whoever came through that door's in a wild frenzy.
I suppose Hammond wasn't expecting anyone. Seen an appointment book?
Well, there is a desk diary, but at the time of death one wouldn't have expected a visitor. At least, not that type of visitor. There's a note down here... Harachi, 2:30. No other interest.
Well, it looks like a dead end. Correction, 3 dead ends.
Yes. It makes one wonder if there'll be a 4th, doesn't it?
Hey, you! Who are you? Stop! Do you hear me? Have you got that figure, Miss Forbes?
Yes, Mr. Lambert. How's the Harachi deal?
Well, I'm seeing their representative this afternoon. Excuse me a moment. The other phone's ringing. Lambert? What? Well, why call me? You've got a dozen men in security. Now, don't bother me again. You still there, Miss Forbes?
Yes, indeed, sir. What seems to be the trouble, Mr. Lambert?
That was security. It seems that someone has got in without a pass. Nothing to do with us. Now, look here. About that estimate. I want the whole cost of the first quarter and... What the devil? Hold on a moment, Miss Forbes.
What is it? What is it, Mr. Lambert?
Just hold on. Who are you? What do you want? Keep away, all right? No. No!
Mr. Lambert, what's happened? Are you all right? What is it, Mr. Lambert? Can you hear me, Mr. Lambert? Mr. Lambert?
Extraordinary. Would have been so much easier to have used the handle.
The guy who was knocked out says the man was enormously big, nearly 7 feet tall, wearing dark glasses, hat, gloves.
Yes, sounds like something thought up by Warner Brothers in 1940. The odd thing is that in spite of the maze of corridors, he knew exactly where to find Lambert. Adds to the confusion a bit, doesn't it, Mrs. Peel? You say that Lambert was on the telephone when all this took place?
Yes, that's right. Miss Forbes, company secretary. She heard it all. The crashing as the door was broken down, Lambert's screams, and then a curious whip-like sound.
Whip-like?
Well, that's what she said. After that, Lambert groaned and the line went dead.
Oh, what's this? Mrs. Peel, you remember Samuel Hammond's diary? He had an appointment with some business people called Hirachi, didn't he?
That's right. They're a Japanese electronics firm.
He must have done business for them, and so did Lambert. Look.
Honorable gentlemen, our representative, Mr. Tosomo, will be in your capital, London City, on the 12th. Would you kindly lift the telephone for the appointment? We remain obediently and faithfully, etc., on behalf of Hirachi Corporation, etc., etc. Well, isn't that nicely worded?
Well, it would appear that Mr. Lambert did lift the telephone. He made an appointment for 3 o'clock.
Now, let me think. Hirachi were in the news a few weeks back, weren't they? They've developed some new circuit element to replace the transistor.
Really?
Well, it could revolutionize the electronics industry. Lambert may have been competing for the European concession.
Well, this honourable gentleman's out of the race now. It's difficult to compete with a broken neck.
1 second, Steed. Look at the position of his head. He's been hit from the front, yet there's not the slightest bruise on his face.
Conclusion?
Yinko.
I beg your pardon?
Yinko.
Honourable lady, mind translating for ignorant gentlemen?
My Japanese is a bit rusty.
It's a blow from the deadly art of karate, delivered by an expert. Breaks the neck easier than a hangman's noose.
Oh, were there many experts around?
Just a few. Barely a handful in the whole of this country.
Then we better consult one of them, hadn't we?